Hello, welcome back to my channel. First of all, thank you to all of you for your likes, subscribes, comments and those private messages where you are leaving some good feedbacks. That's really motivating, so please keep them coming. Today's session we are going to talk about Shuto, that's Japanese term for knife hand strikes, or sometimes called open hand strikes, or sometimes called as karate chop. So we'll talk about the different variations, like for example, one method of chop can be used in several scenarios, situations. Like for example, it can be striked, used to attack your opponent's collarbone or neck, or from an angle, or when your opponent is behind you. So these are the different variations I'll be covering in my video today. Where do you attack? What part of the opponent's body do you attack your strike with? It's usually opponent's arms and legs when he is striking. When he is attacking, you can simply dodge and attack using your blade, using your Shuto. And the other areas that you can strike your chop is the neck muscles, the collarbone, ribs, temple, and things like that. Well, first of all, let's start with how to make your knife hand to make it more effective. Number one is press the fingers tightly. Okay, press the fingers very tightly together, and then bend your thumb from the middle joint and keep it close to your palm. Okay, and the wrist and the back of your hand must be in a straight line. So if your wrist and the back of your hand are not in a straight line, either leaning forward or backwards, then that's not your good position, and that cannot make your strike effective. Okay, and there are some additional tips that will make your strike effective are the rotation of your arms. I will teach you how, and your hip movement with respect to your opponent's position, and distancing from the target, because this is of course not a close range fight, but you need to have proper distancing in order to make your strike effective, and the maximum speed and power that's necessary. So after these tips, now we'll straight away get into the practical session. Close your fingers, keep your fingers close together, and bend your thumbs, and let your tension come in the blade of your palm, not the finger part, but the here. And that is only achievable by tightening your fingers and your thumb. Let's do front chop, 2 count first. Stand in your normal stance, relaxed stance, and then your chop hand goes by your face here, and the other one under your arm. Just focus that my attacking arm hand is facing me and the other arm is facing away. This is one. The not to do's are, do not drop your elbows. Keep them up high here. Of course, do not hinder yourself, do not hide yourself behind your arms. Just you need to look through what's happening in front. That's one. And 2 is just straight line. As this one goes for attack, the other one comes behind and above your hips here. That's 1. So once again, 1, 2. I'm alternating my hands. So this one, the one I just struck with, goes under your arm, and the other one is ready to attack. 1 and 2 is here. 2 more times. 1, it goes under, the other one goes above. 2 and 1, 2. Now let's do with a little bit faster. Same 2 count. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's your front chop. Keep watching because I'm going to give you a demonstration in terms of how to use these chops with an opponent, and Sral will join us then. Number 2 is side chop. Side chop is same as your number 1 movement is same. Please And number 2 is just you need to look where you are attacking, of course, and then attack. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Similarly, back chop. Front chop, side chop and back chop, they are very similar in terms of its delivery. It's just a matter of where your opponent is standing or what's the angle of you standing with respect to the opponent. So back chop, same, one is same. So instead of side and front, you just turn around and hit with your same blade. While your other hand is not here, is here. Because it's practically impossible to have one hand here and the other one here. You can do that, but you miss with your hip power. That's necessary. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. That's your back chop. So front, side and back are of similar nature. There are 2 more chops, 2 more types. That's called collarbone and neck. Collarbone chop and neck chop, the starting position is slightly different when compared to the other 3 chops. So the collarbone chop starts like this. 1 and 2. As the name says, it's used to attack the opponent's collarbone. And then this hand comes under 1, the other hand comes to the same side of your body, but finger pointing to the direction of the target. And 2, straight line, and turn your arm at the impact. 1, 2, with speed. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Relax. And then neck chop. Neck chop and collarbone chop, as I said, the starting position is same. Instead of going straight, what you do is you turn well in advance and keep your arm slightly bent when you are doing neck chop. Collarbone chop, fully extended. Neck chop, slightly bent elbow. Collarbone chop, straight my hand. Neck chop, twist. The reason is you are attacking your opponent's neck muscles here. So at the impact, you turn your arm. 2 count. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. With speed. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The beauty of neck chop is the same chop can be used to attack your opponent on his ribs. If you are at a height, that makes it easy and reachable to your opponent's ribs. This was the theory, and before we get into the demonstration, I will quickly show you all these chops 5 times each with 1 count with the normal speed. So your normal stance, start with front chop. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Side chop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back chop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me show you back chop from the other angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Collarbone chop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Neck chop. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now back to this arm, and now we will do demonstration and see how things work. So start. First of all, front chop. The application of front chop. If you realize I'm using my other hand as a block, but that's out of scope of this video. Don't worry too much about it. I will cover in some later videos, not probably in this 21-day series. But you try to focus on the other element, which is my attack, which is my attacking hand. Alright, so as your opponent is coming, so I'm just using my hand, this hand, and attack right on the neck. And from the same other hand, so as he is coming, I'm getting in my position, if you remember, number 1, and then 2. That was front chop. So side chop, as I said, depends on the angle and the situation. It can be hit on the neck, or the temple, or the ribs. In this example, we are going to the ribs. So as your opponent is coming, right, so you just dodge and use this hand and use your back hand to attack. You can have either leg forward. So if you want to do it this way, fine. Otherwise, drop back your other leg and then get in your Kiba dodge and then turn with full power. And the last one is Shuto. This one is actually a block, the one we are going to do. But block includes that striking element. It can be so powerful that it discourages your opponent to come with. So this one is coming with your right. And so this is the block. So what I'm doing here is I'm just striking his arm at the bend or behind his elbow with my Shuto, with my open hand. And that discourages him. Let us see with the other hand. So you can see it clearly. I'm standing, and as he approaches, I'm just trying to go from here with full power and attack him here. So if you have seen this in my video or in my kata, you must have seen this. So from my Shuto, I'm coming, this. This is a block, but it's a block with striking, with attack, with powerful attack. Thank you for that. In this video, as you have seen, I have covered more than one technique. More than one variations. So as I said again, so thank you for your likes and comments. Please don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Subscribing is the very important thing that you should be doing in order to keep yourself updated with the latest videos. Thank you again. Bye.